Hello, my name is Gabby Kulikowski, and this is going to be my presentation for the Destination Management Final video. So to start off with some information on the introduction and the background, the campaign I chose to go with today was the 100% Pure New Zealand campaign. So a little bit about this. This campaign was launched in 1999 by Tourism New Zealand as a way to position New Zealand as a unique, high-value travel destination in the global tourism market. At this time, New Zealand faced a major challenge. It was geographically remote and relatively unknown compared to larger destinations like the United States or European countries. And it needed a strong, unified identity to stand out and attract international visitors. So the purpose and strategy of the campaign was designed to create a clear national brand for New Zealand. It was to differentiate New Zealand from competitors, attract high-spending international tourists, highlight the country's natural beauty and authenticity. And then instead of focusing on cities or infrastructure, the campaign really emphasized untouched landscapes, clean government environments, emotional and immersive travel experiences. And this approach helped establish New Zealand as a destination associated with adventure and kind of an escape from urban life. The core message in branding, the phrase 100% pure, was intentionally powerful and simple. It suggested an environmental purity, authentic cultural experiences, a sense of escape and freedom, and the marketing visuals often featured dramatic scenery such as mountains, lakes, and whatnot, reinforcing the idea of New Zealand as an unspoiled paradise. And over time, the campaign evolved to include themes like 100% Pure You, which would be focusing more on a personal experience, and also sustainability and responsible tourism. And throughout this presentation, I have a lot of photos showcasing the purity of New Zealand and the campaign, obviously. Okay, moving on to the growth and global impact of 100% New Zealand, the campaign quickly became one of the longest running and most successful destination marketing campaigns in the world. The many impacts it included was significant growth in international tourism becoming a major contributor to New Zealand's economy, and it also gave New Zealand very strong global brand recognition. It also gained exposure through global media, including films like The Lord of the Rings, which showcased New Zealand's landscapes to worldwide audiences. So a little bit about the rapid tourism growth due to this campaign. After it launched in 1999, New Zealand saw significant increases in international arrivals over the following decades. International visitor numbers doubled in the early 2000s to 2010s. Tourism became the country's largest export industry. It contributed billions annually to the national economy. And what's really important here is that the campaign didn't just bring more tourists, it attracted higher value travelers who were interested in experiences like ecotourism, adventure, travel, and cultural immersion. And a little bit about the economic impact. Tourism became the key driver of economic growth, like I said previously. It created jobs across multiple sectors such as hospitality, transportation, tours, and retail. It supported regional development, not just major cities, and it also encouraged investment in infrastructure like airports, roads, and accommodations. And in destination management terms, this shows how strong branding can directly influence like a national economic strategy, not just its marketing outcomes. And then a little bit about the global visibility and media influence. One of the biggest accelerators of global impact was media exposure, especially from films like Lord of the Rings, like I said. These films showcase New Zealand's landscapes to millions worldwide, really reinforcing the 100% pure image. And as a result, New Zealand became instantly recognizable. Film tourism became a major niche market. The country gained a reputation as a real-life fantasy destination, and this synergy between media and marketing is a powerful example of the indirect destination promotion. And lastly, I just wanted to touch on the strong global brand identity that this helped with for New Zealand. Today, New Zealand is consistently ranked as one of the most desirable travel destinations in the world, and this campaign really helped establish a clear identity as in clean and green, adventurous and nature focused, authentic and culturally rich. And unlike many countries with mixed messaging, New Zealand is known for one strong, cohesive image, which makes it easier to market globally. And from a strategic perspective, this is one of the campaign's biggest successes. Alrighty, moving on to the next slide, talking about the evolution and modern focus. So in response, Tourism New Zealand adapted the campaign by promoting sustainability initiatives, encouraging responsible travel behavior, focusing on quality over quantity of visitors. And today, the campaign continues to evolve, balancing market appeal with the environmental responsibility. So a little bit more about this. Starting off, New Zealand kind of wanted to go from pure landscape to personal experience, because in its early years, the campaign focused almost entirely on scenery and nature, like mountains and lakes and untouched landscapes. And over time, it shifted more towards an experience-driven approach. For example, campaigns like 100% Pure You focus on how travelers feel. Marketing began highlighting activities, not just locations. More emphasis was placed on emotional connection and storytelling. And this all reflects a broader tourism trend where people are not just buying a destination, they're buying a personal experience. Second thing that this evolution and modern focus did was have a stronger integration of the Maori culture. Another major evolution has been the deeper inclusion of this culture rather than treating it as an add-on. These major campaigns really highlighted the indigenous traditions and values. They promoted the cultural tourism experiences and emphasized respect for the land. This adds authenticity and aligns with global demand for a meaningful, culturally rich travel experience. Another thing that this evolution did was shift towards sustainability and responsibility. As tourism grew, New Zealand faced criticism about whether it truly lived up to the 100% pure image. These issues included environmental degradation in some areas, pressure on natural resources, and also some overcrowding at major attractions. And in response, Tourism New Zealand and the government shifted towards a sustainability / first model. And this included promoting responsible travel behavior, encouraging or supporting conservation and initiatives, and also encouraging an eco-friendly tourism business. And sustainability is now not just a part of the message, it's a part of the management. Alrighty, so the last thing I want to talk about here today is the destination management strategies that were used in this campaign. Starting off with consistent branding. One of the most powerful aspects of the 100% Pure New Zealand campaign is its long-term consistency. Unlike many countries that frequently rebrand, New Zealand has maintained the same core message since 1999. This consistency has built strong global recognition, has created emotional associations with nature, purity, and escape. It has also reinforced trust and authenticity over time. And what's important is that this campaign has evolved without changing its core identity. For example, variations like 100% You personalize the experience, but still connect back to the main idea. And from a destination management perspective, this shows that branding isn't just about creativity, it's about long-term positioning and clarity in the global market. Number 2 is government leadership. A key reason for New Zealand's success is the centralized role of Tourism New Zealand. And unlike more fragmented system, Tourism New Zealand leads international marketing campaigns. It aligns messaging across regions. It partners with airlines, tour operators, and local businesses. And this creates a unified national strategy rather than competing regional brands. It allows for better crisis management and adaptability. For example, during global disruptions like COVID-19, the government could quickly shift messaging towards domestic tourism and later rebuild international demand. This level of coordination is a major advantage in destination management. Third one today is digital marketing and storytelling. New Zealand has been especially effective in using digital platforms to bring its brand to life. Rather than traditional advertising, the campaign focuses on storytelling, showcasing the real traveler experiences, user-generated content encouraging tourists to share their journeys, and immersive media videos, virtual tours, and cinematic visuals. Platforms like Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok are used to create emotional engagement, not just awareness. This strategy is effective because tourism is an experience-based product. People don't want to just see a place, they want to imagine themselves there. From a management perspective, this reflects a shift from promotion to experience marketing, where the destination becomes a story rather than just a location. For the fourth one, we have the sustainability focus. The 100% pure message naturally creates expectations around environmental responsibility, which almost forced New Zealand to take sustainability very seriously. This included conservation of national parks and ecosystems, policies to reduce environmental impact from tourism, campaigns encouraging visitors to respect nature. Sustainability is not just a marketing tool, it's integrated into planning and policy. However, this also creates a lot of pressure. If the reality doesn't match the branding, it can damage credibility. That's why New Zealand's approach is a strong example of how destination management must align. What you promote is what you deliver. And then lastly, the visitor experience management. Instead of focusing only on increasing tourist numbers, New Zealand emphasizes high quality and visitor experiences, such as managing the overcrowding in popular areas, promoting lesser known destinations, encouraging longer stays and deeper engagement. And the goal of this is to maximize visitor satisfaction, economic value per tourist, and long-term sustainability. This approach is especially important for a country like New Zealand, where natural resources are a key attraction and must be protected. From a destination management perspective, this reflects a shift from volume-based tourism to value-based tourism. So, thank you so much for allowing me to present this information to you. Hope you guys enjoyed it and have a great day.